meshed every time I played White Weenie in the past. I honestly do not like White Weenie in a single match except the Mono Blue match and the Drake match. Maybe the Phoenix match, I've not tried it enough. So I don't actually understand single match except for the that sentence structure was bad. Anyway, so I don't actually understand how these decks win. Like I just never win with them, and I rarely lose to them, regardless of what I play. With those minor exceptions, but this list was a little bit different than the other lists, so I figured I'd definitely give it a try. It already has some baffling ends in the main deck, which are pretty different, and I think actually change potentially it helps versus like the Sultai match or whatever. But more importantly, it cut Unbreakable Formation for Najani, which I feel like is probably an improvement. And it went up in the number of counter spells and has another blue source on the sideboard. I think I'm going to sideboard these blue spells in more than I did when we were trying Ellenbogen's build. Is that how you spell his name? Andrew Ellenbogen, I think. So, I guess the big thing I'm going to do differently here. Obviously, can't keep on one land hand. Yeah, we'll keep this one only because of the scry. And if that's Esper, this is a match that I consider beyond favorited for them. Just like right off the bat, I still just do not understand how this deck wins. This deck beats Nexus too, I think. I probably misspoke when I said basically those two decks, but I don't think Nexus beats enough for people to play it, even though apparently I'm clearly wrong, but well, can add nothing else to the board. Which is probably good. The Esper build in the top 8 has cries and everything in the main. Hey JJ, what's up? Yeah, it should be the top 8 today. It'll all be standard. Just assume this is going to get counterspelled. And or he's going to have a cry or a contempt or something. Do. Probably can concede now. I know. Crassus was definitely a pretty popular card for sure. I guess I'm playing this. Just casting this doesn't seem like it does anything. Oh no, opponent. You get so much value. None of them made top 8 though. Then again, they are 6 rounds of limited to cloud the standings, so. That's not true, I guess. There's probably a Krasis in the Simic Nexus list, though I admittedly didn't read the list. If they play another sweeper and kill these two, I'll probably concede. What if they just didn't have a removal spell? Still gonna play it. If they let that resolve, that's got to be bad for me because they have to have something. Dream Eater? That doesn't seem like a magic card that deck should ever play. We've also been dead for a while, so not too upset that they're playing cards I don't respect. Kind of happy about it, to be honest. Should make the next games easier. It's a pretty bad sign when they put a Vraska's Contempt and a Deadweight in their graveyard. Nope, doesn't exile with the trigger on the stack. Well, if they're attacking, there's no chance that our spells are surviving. Unfortunately, I still can't concede. There's a Contempt. Alright, we're done. So I'm going to bring in these. Probably even this. Cards I'm going to take out. Definitely going to take out these. Probably going to take out at least one of these. Maybe two. They have so many sweepers. I feel like this card's not great. I'm going to shave a land if I'm bringing that stuff in. So 2 more cards. What are our 2 worst cards? So 2 snubbies? Field of Ruin is legal. It doesn't get a lot of play, which I find odd. Did I bring all the blue cards in? I thought I saw something up there. I guess I saw the outline of the formation. Yeah, this is a keep. Something in my eye. This sucks. Guess I'm gonna play this one. Also should have played the plains and not showed the blue land yet, because if they have a moment of craving, they might not have played it. Hey Dumbo, what's up? Well, we've got about the best draw we can have, so if this draw's not good enough, this deck's not good enough to beat Esper. Find out the hard way. Goodbye, friend. Deadweight, by the way, in the main deck's a little different. I guess we're going to counterspell that too. We have to have our things to win. Would have liked a threat there, but... Alright, if we draw Marshall, we win. Not a Marshall. I think I'm still going to play it, though. Even if they have a sweeper, unless it's a Cry, we get a 1-1 back, so... a Marshall in Fury might still be lethal. The fact that they considered that. I'd have kept that. What the hell's in their hand? Oh, they just had another one? Sure. Now they get to flip this. Assuming they don't want this card. I need pretty good answer right now, or like 2 answers or something. I mean, a Cry is good enough, obviously, but other than Cry, they need quite a bit. I put some back up to 4. We get to flip a Legion this way, though, which is nice. Guess I want to play you and target our Vamper. I'm just going to target you. Don't really care about our Vamper. The Vamper can't be blocked anyway. He has to block the Danto. So they go to 1. Trying to fade a Cry. Most things aren't Cry. Yay. Alright. Do you want to change anything from the play to the draw? I don't think so. Still don't really think I want the other Conclave. Yeah, that was about the best draw we could get to. We had 3 counter spells that we all resolved at a reasonable pace. Have to mulligan again. They mulliganed last game too. We have to keep it, though not especially happy about it. Flipping Legion's Landing is one of our best way to win. Marcio calls it the best card in the deck. Positive note is to have a cry now will resolve a history, which isn't the coolest thing ever, but is at least okay. They chose not to keep this. That means they're either mana screwed or we're really SOL. I do not like people bringing in that card here. I don't think that card's good here. Guess I'm going to respect it, but I don't like it. Do they find a second sweeper? They run 5 or 6. It's like pretty common for them to have a million sweepers. Oh, that was a main deck chemisters or main phase chemisters insight. That's pretty decent. Well, we don't have the blue mana, so I'm gonna target these two because it makes them big enough to not be able to be cried if that's what our opponent draws. And it lets them also attack for a Bell Haunt with another tick up. Could have got there. Opponent has all the lands in the world though, so I find it unlikely that we did. Really need to draw this blue mana. That was pretty good. But they're both just chump blockers versus our 2 lethal threats. This card's insane versus us. Alright, deck, you can do it. Give us that land. Yeah, so this is a double chump. We sideboarded into extra blue mana. They left a card on top this time. That's a bad sign for us. Yeah. Well, this is lethal on its own. This is kind of lethal on its own. Problem is, if they find the answer for this, then this is no longer lethal. Oh. Well. The positive note is if they don't find an answer for the bodyguard, they can't attack this. The unpositive note is they have enough mana to find a thing and kill this. Long story short, not doing well. Oh well, they didn't attack the Johnny. If they hit a Conclave, I'm going to be sad since there's only one more in our deck. They didn't get in the Johnny of their own. It's probably not a good sign for me. Huh. If they really waited to the upkeep to kill this Johnny, I'm going to be super salty. Oh well, I'm going to lose to a Dream Eater. We can draw our one Conclave and win. Uh, Guess I'm supposed to target this one. Red Rover, where is a blue land? It's probably just too late at this point. I very much just think it's too late at this point. Though, if he chooses to finish off the Johnny, that gives us one more turn to draw a Conclave. Alright, can we do it? One out. That's not our out. Contempt, that's bad for me. This game's pretty over. Well, we had multiple turns to top deck and answer. We never got there at any point. I'm just going to tackle both of these. If I trade Outer Open for that, it's probably not the end of the world. Alright, we're done here. I just don't like this deck. I don't understand it. Where is my phone? I need to put it on charge. What's on my mind? Huh. I can't view my... Do-do-do-do-do. What? About 2 minutes for a queue. Oh, we'd have plenty of time for this league, but it's been about 30 minutes to play the first match. Opponent! Yay! Lost to Dastro again. That stands a keep. It's not very good, clearly, but I don't think you can just mulligan it. Another match I feel unfavored in. I don't really like running out the bodyguard because I don't think this bodyguard is going to get to deal any damage, but I'm viewing it as a Llanowar Elf right now because of our hand. Where we had double Loxodons while I played it. Oh yeah, just thoroughly smashed. Oh, they're mana screwed. Wait, you're attacking me? That doesn't seem right. Good double block. Killing one of these is probably worth it. Still get the Loxodon next turn. Oh, they hit a land. Well, if this Conclave, we might be able to do something now. I don't really care about that. Alright, decision time. Can play this and this. Can play this. We can do all sorts of things. Just play this and attack. Does this and attack make sense? Gives all of our things 5 power. Doesn't give this 5 power. So it gives these enough power to all attack. That would flip this. Or we don't send this, and then we can conclave post-combat as well. Yeah, fine with that. Nice, they didn't have anything. Well, we can beat opponents that miss mana drops when we get this good of a draw. That's pretty sweet. So what's good versus Sultai? Baffling Ends are... Tocatli's are... The Johnnies probably are, because they buy back Tocatli's at the very minimum. What's probably bad? Conclaves are probably bad. I know Andrew Ellenbogen sideboarded out the bodyguards. He sideboards out like 2 bodyguards, 2 Hunnids in his build, but I'm not sure. I've always kind of felt like Adonto doesn't do much here. I also think sentries aren't great here. I don't think bodyguards are good here either, so like I actively think these 8 cards aren't good here at all, and these 2 cards here are not very good. Not very good's better than just like not good though, right? So some number of these I'm supposed to keep. Which of these was better? I'm not sure. Well, sounds fine. Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan to a Baffling End or to Catley. Just keeping his hand feels like I'm just asking to lose to a Wildgrowth Walker again. I think it comes in mirror matches and stuff. Like, I think it's pretty game breaking in a mirror match. I might have brought it in versus Esper if they hadn't showed me all the Cries main deck. The Cries was the main reason I didn't bring it in. He keeps attacking me. I keep being confused by that attack. There's a chance they kill this or something, but... Well, that's just kind of odd to me. So I'm probably attacking this turn. Yeah, I'm attacking this turn. Am I attacking via the Johnny or not, though? I think I'd rather just play this turn. I can attack with these three pretty safely. I'm fine trading this for this. It doesn't really change anything. I'm still fine trading that for that. Yes. Did our opponent mulligan some this game? Feels like our opponent mulliganed. I guess I'm going to hold this back because they're one land away from being able to play Finality. And they shocked, so Finality? Not Finality. Huh. I have a breeding pool. That'd be a wild attack. Wild attack it is. Well, they did have a find and they didn't use it. What? Right, well, they're just done. They don't want to play no more. Now I'm confused even more. They had a way to clear our board, and they don't want to play no more. It just hurt my finger too. I'm sad. Oh, actually does hurt. Wah. I'm confused. That last game confuses me very much. Can't keep one land. Have to keep one land. I'm not going to go to 5, not when we have a scry. Forest probably isn't a good sign for me. That's probably a significantly better sign than I had expected. I'll save you. Hmm. Well, I guess I'll play you. Luckily, they don't have the second blue, so I didn't have to really worry about the Sinister Sabotage shenanigans that these decks often play. Sure. Missed out on a point of damage here because I did not count to see that I was going to get the city's blessing. Well, no, never. It was back 5. Now, a positive note is we have lethal every turn the rest of the game now. That's my math is hideous. Sure. The not positive note is they're like a land in a wilderness reclamation from being able to go wild. I'm feeling better, but I'm not feeling good. So I think I definitely want these. I think I definitely want this. I think I definitely want this. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this plains, though I don't know if that's right. Yeah, this is one of those matches I was saying that I feel like is pretty positive for us. Thinking about taking these out. Definitely don't want these baffling ends. I always forget these baffling ends are in our deck, so ignore me when I overlooked them originally, but I always notice them when I like go back and second look. Maybe I just want a 21st land. Like, not getting mana screwed feels kind of important here, and I feel like we're favored, so. Alright. How are you today, Anaref? You going into work? I'll keep this hand. Puts enough pressure on that I think it's worth it. Nah. What do you mean by this nah stuff? Gotta get them dollars. Oh, the gaming tables aren't open yesterday. I'm just now reading that. That's pretty good here. I've heard no sound of wind so far. So, I don't think it's crazy up here. That card's actually really sweet here. Yeah, but now the sale's over. See, that's where you went wrong, Sean. If you'd had the gaming tables open, people would have come in, you would have made more dollars. Don't counterspell my friend the Tithe Taker. Don't you do it. No. Don't you tap these blue mana. Alright, you can tap your blue mana. Because I know the EDH players were talking about heading up there, and people buy things when they're on sale, even if they don't need them if they're in the building. We'll have to set you up some tables on the side or something next time for the sell items. That probably means they didn't have a land. They did not have a land. Opponent. Feel the pain. They didn't even consider blocking. Had they already did that math? What? Hey, if you'd had that sale next week or the week after, I would have definitely participated. you can't hold a sale during the Pro Tour coverage and expect Ray to show. Ray's got standards. Pro Tour coverage for life. Well, that doesn't do anything. I mean, I assume they have a root snare, obviously. You got me. Snubby! I can just slam everything. Attack you for 1,000,000. I don't care if you fogged. Just casual attack for 28 on turn 5. There's only 9 blue mana in this deck, but we don't draw the blue mana super often. Ooh, that's a solid little pickup. So we need them not to have a land in a wilderness here? I don't know what we need. We need a lot of things to happen. I assume we're just dead. I have an attack for 37 next turn, though. They put 2 cards on bottom, 1 on top. And they're done. Alright, nice. Opponent's not drawing well, and that's good for us. Alright, we gotta win one of the next 2 to acquire the pity chest. I can't keep that. I guess we'll keep it. I have not saw that, Dumbo. I don't know if people have, but I've certainly not saw it. Alright, well this hand is horrendous, but I don't want to go to 5. No! Don't give me this type of hand versus a good match. Playing the Tithe Taker because it means we're probably going to resolve the Benalish Marshal on the following turn. Considering opponent cannot even play a Merfolk Trickster with this in play. Would have loved to cast a History, but the History could actually be Spell Pierced. So I don't think that was worth it. Excuse me. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to start with this. Um, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I kind of expect potentially a Trickster. Like maybe a Trickster, turn off this, double block this, which I'm not happy about, but I'm fine with because we get to resolve the History. They could also just turn off the Benalish Marshal and double block the Marshal itself. Or maybe turn off the Marshal and trade with this. Either way, I'm pretty fine trading one of these cards to get a chance to play the History for free. Oh, okay. Well, that's even better for us. We don't really care about the 1-1, so. And unless they have something, does history makes these 4/4s next turn? Yeah, it was fine. Hmm. I think I'm just going to attack with the 4/4s. If I attack with everything, they block this. They take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They go down to 3. And then I have 4 lethal attackers for the next turn. I think I'm okay with that. So they block that, they're going to go down to 1, and we're going to have 4 lethal attackers. They can block 3 of them at this point. Let's see if they have a trickster. They do. That's not ideal. We'll still just attack. We'll attack with the 4/3 then and try to trade for 1 Tempest Gen. And we didn't get the Tempest Gen. Them jump blocking would be great. We're starting to lose this game though. They have 3 cards in hand and they're ahead on board. This isn't going to resolve. Can attack. They have another spell. We have another land. Not looking good so far. They have double spell pierce. This could be bad, but I guess we obviously try to take the Tempest Gen and assume this is going to get dive down. Yeah, let's hit like 3 or 4 creatures in a row here. There's one. This one actually lets the Stubhorns attack, so that would be nice. Nope. Uh, I'm not attacking this turn, so might as well try to convoke. Nope. Feel like they drew a Trickster that turn, but maybe not. Can I attack with both of these then? Assume they have another dive down, but oh well, they didn't have anything. Oh, this game's over. Yeah, this is another one of those matches that I think is pretty darn favorable. Definitely want the baffling ends. Uh, Definitely don't want the Dantos. Mm, don't think I want a Johnny. I don't really think I want these spell piercers or negates or anything either, though. Tell you what I'd like to have here. I'd like to have a Jace's Defeat. I don't think a Johnny's very good here. Like, too hard to protect, and just getting a random 2-drop creature back's probably not good enough. I'm not too concerned about trying to negate or spell pierce like a Wizard's Retort on one of my creatures. I'd rather just have another creature. I'm also not worried about trying to have mana and everything line up for me to like to negate a dive down. Is it mainly because it's just way too easy for their 0/4 to block it? Like, they've got a bunch of 1/1s, and like, them casting a bad Mistcloak Herald and me having to pay 4 life doesn't feel good. Them just having a Merfolk Trickster that eats it for free doesn't feel good. Because, like, the Merfolk Trickster takes this indestructibility away, and then you're just left with a 1/1. Like, that doesn't feel particularly good. It's just their deck's got just like a bunch of blockers when we're having a life race, plus then they have the 0/4s, plus they have the Tricksters. It's set up pretty good to combat it. Yeah, I'm willing to offer this trade. If I get a dive down, I'm pretty happy with that as well. See, like, even right here, like, they don't have a particularly good hand, and the Johnny might have cost me 8 life. The Sally itself can get up to a 5/5 relatively easy. In fact, the Sally's almost a 5/5 already. Hmm. Not happy about that. Offer to trade. If he wants to give me both his things for this, I'm fine. Oh, that feels like a win. We're one land away from Sally just being a 5/5 though, so we need to hit something other than lands. They chose not to give the counter because they gave the counter they couldn't have the 5/5. That's brutal. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell and we can draw one of our 4 Baffling Ends or 3 Conclaves now. We did not. Nice. If they don't draw a land, that means we have 2 more tries to get there. Or sorry, 1 more try to get there. They drew the land. I guess I'll offer them this. Sally doing Sally things. And we have no out now. Yeah, I'm not going to change anything from the play to the draw. It's pretty key to draw one of these 7 cards. There's 2 of them in the main deck here just to help hedge versus this match even. This is for the pity chest. It's important. Game 3, match 4. And our hand's actual trash. It's better than a mulligan, I think. 5 land hands of this deck, though, is not probably is not going to get us anywhere. And then we drew the 6th land. So I'd say this game is over. Especially if they don't block. If they don't block, I don't think we have any out. If they don't block, I think that means they just have Curious Obsession. Or a bunch of counter spells. Either way, not good for us. Especially since they showed the willingness to block last game. Yeah. Oh well. Another land. And as stated, a bunch of counter spells. I was about to concede on the spot, but I guess we'll look and see if we can find an answer for that. Even if we find an answer for that, I don't think it'll matter at this point. Alright, now we can concede. Oh well. Got trashed by a good match. Can't give those away when you play a deck like this, because this deck has so few good matches. Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan the 5 land hand, but with 20 lands, I'm almost afraid to mulligan. Well, we have a nice 39 minutes for the next round. Like how the next 3 rounds took about as long as the first round. Nope, I've been too lazy to do anything lately. I kind of gave up on life. Let's just watch TV. Can we win a dice roll for our last game? Well, hand's one of the better hands we've had. But to see if it's a good match or not. Fury, it's a good match. They didn't have the obsession, that's good. They did have the second best draw they can have, though. Okay. Well, opponent came to party. So they have no good attacks if I just play this. Or good blocks. I don't know why I said attacks. I can play this and let them trade here. I think I'd rather just play this. They're not looking to block. That's actually really scary to me. They've decided they are looking to block now. Nope. Can't decide. Too hard. Feel like this is going to get counterspelled. Did I just pay that? Guess I just pay that. Means they have a second, but as long as they don't have a trickster, I don't know if I care. Trickster would suck. Yeah, it feels like it's a good match. But they have a pretty decent draw. Like, if they hit a land, they have 5/5s. If they don't hit a land, they have something better than 5/5s. Huh. How do I win? Makes these two kind of hard to block. Would have to double block this one. To kill it, rather. If they get a land, they get 5/5s here, which would suck. If they don't get a land, we're probably pretty far ahead. I can buy this back this turn. F4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I can actually just make a 5/5 now. Guess I'm just going to attack with my 5/5 then? It takes all of their mana to trade. And if they trade, we get to do all sorts of things. Yeah. If they trade, we just get to do all sorts of things. Do I want a rando flyer or do I just want a 5/5? If they're life total, I think I just want the 5/5. Might have been better to take the flyer. Because they're not going to get the attack this turn, so if we took the flyer, we could have made it a 5 next turn. And I'm not super concerned about that. It doesn't feel to me like it changes anything. Because they can't make 5/5s now, so we can just attack with everything. Alright, well, I'm going to sideboard the same way and hope it works out a little bit better. The game was closer than I'd like to admit. Feel like with the hand they had, they should have been trading early and then just trying to rely on the 5/5s instead of letting me get a giant board. But maybe I'm wrong. Thought their name was Trash Bot, but it says Boat. I just can't read. This is still land heavy, but I just can't bring myself to mulligan these type of hands. Need an enchantment of some kind. In one of these games. It's kind of weird. That's definitely weird. That is less weird by a lot. Well, I don't think I can let them draw 3 cards, so. Really need to draw one of our enchantments. Just don't think I can ever let them draw these 3 cards. Uses most of their mana. I punt it here. I'm missing damage. If I played my land pre-combat, I could have used a Danto there. And if I'd used a Danto there, I would have got to get in 2 more damage with the Snubby. Sorry, 3 more damage with the Snubby. I don't know why I'm saying I'm missing 2 damage. That's fine. Doesn't change anything. Yeah, my play mistake with the... oh, I should have... Damn it. I'm playing so bad. Alright, well, we need to draw one of those enchantments. So we can just win the game. I don't know, I guess it's correct not to do it because of the card he's showing us. The Entrancing Melodies. Just gotta keep dodging Trickster here. Until we find a usable spell. Did not dodge Trickster. Alright, well the game's over. You had to draw 4 cards. You have to draw 5 cards. One of them is a loot. Have I drawn a single enchantment into 5 games versus blue-red yet? Or, sorry, mono-blue yet? I'm not sure that I have. I guess that just doesn't do anything, does it? Sure. Not good. Hmm. Doesn't really do anything. That does stuff. Yep. So we now have to win this turn. So they played a land this turn, so there's no reason for me to block. They can't play any more spells, and we can't survive next turn anyway. It's not a card we can get to win, though. The most damage I can deal 6. There was no way for me to survive double Jin next turn. Guess I could have probably survived double Jin next turn. Oh, well, missed a token, but the token doesn't matter. Could have survived double Jin next turn. No, I couldn't. Alright, well, we're dead. Alright. Well, this is unfortunate. Well, they didn't really play anything that any of these cards would have been good versus. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked a Surge Mare every turn. Maybe I should have took one turn off blocking it and tried to kill it. Hmm. That's the only card that's super good versus, though. I'm not super concerned about them tapping something. I don't really have anything they can turn off that I'm worried about either, except for maybe a Tithe Taker. If they turn off a Marshal, I don't think it affects things too badly. Yeah, this hand's fine. We're going to need to draw another land in, like, say, 3 turns or something, but... Oh, I definitely am not getting rid of a Conclave. Like, I feel like I've lost every one of these games versus Mono Blue because I've specifically not drawn an enchantment. Yeah, but stopping the enchantments doesn't win the game if they can just play bigger creatures. We definitely have to go under them, I think. They have way too many good walls. And our blue cards don't stop any of the walls. Like, we want to be attacking them, not trying to be defensive. And they can get the Curious Obsessions as easy as turn 2. Do I want to not play a creature on turn 2? I don't think I want to not play a creature on turn 2. Anyway, this hand's very good. The Johnny could be decent. The Johnny does buy these back. It might be better than Unbreakable Formation, but I'm certainly not taking out a Conclave or a Baffling End. Like, I'm pretty sure we win all 3 of these games we've lost versus Mono Blue if we draw even one card that says the word enchantment on it. Opponent has either went away from their keyboard or has a tough decision. I'm not sure which. It's already decision time. I don't really love that. If I knew I was going to hit the 3rd mana for the Marshal, I probably don't do that. Because it's so much better to get like a Surge or a Tempest Shin. But we might not be able to play another spell this game, so who knows. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I had to hit a land. Did not hit a land. Could have not attacked, hoping to be able to use the Loxodon next turn. But we know a lot of these decks are playing up to 4 melodies right now, so I don't think that's ever worth the risk. I don't know, my turn 2 combos just play Baffling End. I feel stronger. There's a chance I should have played Marshall again, just so they couldn't take the knight for 2 mana. Feel like we're going to fall behind this game, mostly because we missed one of our land on 3. Which is one of the bad things about 20 land decks. I don't know why we're sitting here now. Like, opponent's ahead and has 4 cards. And has mana to play their cards. Like, it's going to be very hard to win from here. There's too many games like this where they just win without a curious obsession to make me think that our blue cards matter. Oh, come on, opponent. Why are you playing so slow? I think I would trade the knight here if given the opportunity. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's why I paused about attacking with the Dauntless. But I thought there was a good chance that, we don't have an out and out. We're just dead. How do we win now? We can't. They have us on a 2-turn clock. There's no way to put them on a 2-turn clock. Guess I'll play this one. They don't have the land. Oh, dagger. Well, that finishes off. I was going to say, if they don't have the land and don't have an instant, then there's some chance. They had a land and the instant, so now we have 0 outs at all. An enchantment's not even good enough now. We could draw another Sky March. Yeah, we're dead. Not a pretty brutal way to lose. We're up a game and lost twice versus a very good match. It's kind of a dagger. It's one of the reasons that I say White Weenie's not a playable deck. Stand by, I do not think this deck's even average. I wonder what we could have done differently in those games. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. The Pro Tour starts in about 13 minutes, so I'm going to hop offline. I'm going to open a pity chest just because I want to punish myself even more for failing. Even though we didn't earn it, we're going to open it. Yeah. Let's see how sad we get. Pretty sad. Open a few more for the hell of it. Uh-oh. Technically made money on that one. I don't think either of these cards are worth anything anymore. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming by. I've said it for weeks and months. I still think White Weenie's a very bad deck. Hey Tacos. Yeah, you missed the stream today, friendo. I don't think these are worth much anymore. They're like $2.50 or something. I think Glimmer Void's like 50 cents. But yeah, pretty much got dumpstered. It might not even be 50 cents. It might be a quarter. Anyway, take care, everybody. Thanks for coming by, and as always, I'll be back tomorrow.